Well, hello folks. Back here working on tanning up this pelt. Now I caught a bout of the flu for a few days, so I wasn't able to finish working the way that on the pelt the way that I should have. When we last looked at this, I had salted the pelt, and then you're supposed to repeat the steps, salt it again. I did that, but then I left it for 3 days with the salt on the flesh side, and I didn't show that. I didn't take a video or anything, but that's okay. So 3 days after that, I washed all the salt off, scrubbed her down. Then I prepared a salt bath as per the directions on the tanning formula, and I let that sit for about 8 hours. I think it was half a pound of salt per gallon of water. I ended up using 3 gallons of water, which is a pound and a half of salt. A lot of salt, that's okay. Today I washed her all off again, drained it out of the salt bath, and as per the directions, I just put the pelt back in a little bucket with some dish soap to try and get rid of some of the grease and some of the salt residue. Again, I'm just following the directions, never done this before. I don't know what result the salt staying on for 3 days is going to have on the pelt, but here we are. We're going to try and actually tan this guy. So what I've done is I took the tanning formula, which is this right here, and I put it in this hot water for half an hour because that's what it says to do. And so now I'm ready to apply it. Because the pelt has been in its salt bath and getting washed out for a little bit, it's a lot different than when we had it before. You can see it's very supple, very soft, easy to work with. Just gonna spread this out here. I'm very lazy. I should have built a bench here in my basement this winter, but I'm too busy with other things and too lazy, I guess. So let's see what we can get ourselves into here. So I'm just gonna shake very well as it says to do. And let's just put some of this stuff into a bowl. And I'm not even going to use gloves. I'm going to take the very lazy approach of just using a brush. This is just a cheap foam brush. And let's apply all this stuff here liberally to the hide. Who knows what result we're going to get, huh? Right away I can see that this stuff is very thick. It's got almost like a warm honey-like consistency. It says on the directions you can use a paintbrush or your hands. And seeing as though I ran out of gloves, I'm just going to use this brush. Not a paintbrush, it's a foam brush, but I'm sure it'll do the same thing. Right on. Dot this on pretty good. I'm gonna put a pretty liberal amount in here. Make sure to coat everything. this is one of the last steps, it says, to getting your beaver pelt done. Make sure you get in it and everywhere. Just gonna throw some more of this in. Not worried about wastage here. It's not very expensive, each bottle, and I'd rather be safer than sorry and use more than less. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah. Coat this whole beaver. Stretch this out a little bit. Make sure you get everything here. Hopefully everyone at home can see all this. I'm sure you can. Mind you, there's not really much to see. I'm painting a beaver. That's okay. Looks like we got most of the beaver here coated up. Just gonna use the rest of this up. Spread her on good. Okay. Now it looks like I got most of the beaver done here. Now it says to spread her skin on skin, or flesh on flesh, however you guys want to call it. So let's see what happens here. I just pick this up, just like so, and you're supposed to leave it just like that. 24 hours. There you have her. So now what do? Well, if you're in Canada, you grab a very Canadian beer. This here is Moosehead from the eastern coast of Canada, brewed in Nova Scotia. So hopefully you guys at home have something tasty like this to drink, and we'll check with you the next day here tomorrow, and we'll see the results of the beaver. See if this tanning worked. If it didn't work, the directions do say you can make another coat with the tanning formula, do a second round of it, and then everything should be good. But I'm hopeful this one coat will do it. we shall see. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.